Okay, I think we're live now. Let's see. I'm waiting for the number to pop up because I feel like once the number pops, wait, does the number even pop up? Now I'm questioning. There we go. There it is. 3 viewers. Okay.
Yay!
I think that's once we hit the lag of when it's live on YouTube. That's my complete guess with no fact to base it by whatsoever. But yes. Yes. It is the Monday of all Mondays.
Happy New Year, MK Conlangers.
Oh, hello. MK Conlangers. Are you new here? Because I feel like I haven't seen MK Conlangers before. Hello, Tinglish.
Hola, Nemo.
Hola, Nemo. Okay, so I know for a fact that we are working on a language.
Okay.
And I oh, there we go. Hello, Madam. Wrong chat identity. That's great. I think oh my gosh. Last time we were here.
Last time I was supposed to be here, I was I wasn't sure exactly how sick I was gonna be. And then I was like, oh, I'm really sick.
Yeah.
So you and Bib worked on some of these.
Yeah, the verbi ergative guy.
Yeah. I mean, I don't know if it's more verby than other languages.
Well, but the idea is that there's going to be lots of verby stuff that ends up in the way I name things, so we'll do fun verby stuff with that.
Okay.
Oh yeah, and then we got bullied about soil. Very good, very good. Okay.
The soil bullying is really coming for everyone. I asked the question, what actually is mud, the other day, and I now know it's just wet soil.
There we go. So, I feel like what we were going to work on in that stream, if you had been able to come, was something about principle stuff, which I had no idea what it meant.
Okay.
So I think that's why I don't know what we were planning on doing. Are we still doing that, or are we going to go into some grammar stuff or something?
Okay. This was why, when it was going to be me, you, and Bib, I was hoping that Bib could enlighten us on how the kind of Latin principal part system properly works, because I know he's done this for his languages. And I have not done this for mine in general. So
I could create a banner that says, Bib, if you're here, say something. And then when Bib shows up, Bib can be like, yo, I'm here. We could be like, answer these questions, you know?
I think that I can work it out, but it's not gonna be I feel like Bib's kind of doesn't want to mess up, whereas I'm very much willing to just be like, we're gonna do the lexicon and it's gonna go the way it goes. So basically, are you showing the okay. So you can see this is basically all of the phone. Well, are they all phonemic? I think they're all phonemic. Anyway, these are all the sounds,
Mm-hmm.
and here you have how we're writing them.
Mm-hmm.
And
Oh,
it's
also hello.
after I last streamed with you
Mm-hmm.
to get to like the place where I'm happy with everything.
Yeah.
I think at one point we had that, and I thought it sounded really not right.
Mm-hmm.
So I think I just made it all go to J or something.
Mm-hmm.
Anyway, it was amazing, and I did great stuff, and
Yes.
no one should question what I was doing.
Brilliant.
But the idea was, I think you had been feeling like you didn't. We had kind of gone through. I can never find the. Oh, okay. I just have to double click it. So all of this Italianate daughter section,
Mm-hmm.
I think
Yeah.
we can just kind of like, well, no, the stuff that is just words.
Okay. Yeah.
I
We
don't know
can.
what to put where.
I mean, I feel like this whole section we can move over to the Italianate branch. Also, we have a couple fun things to note in chat. First,
Okay.
I missed George's message. Hello, George. Hello there. And then George and Tinglish are discussing what principal parts are. Neither seem entirely confident. We have a Kyle. Hello. And Madame Nees says, "You're perfect. You're beautiful. You Conlang, like Linda Evangelista."
Evangelista, yeah.
Evangelista. Mm-hmm.
I just kind of dumped all this stuff in. Like, I love the American. I can't remember who does it, but the woman who does the dump recipes. It feels interesting.
Mm.
Okay. I actually don't know how. I'm fine with this up here. I do kind of wish. I'm also considering, because we've had some discussion in places like basically how to do like pronunciation tables and stuff.
Yeah, pronunciation tables and like the sound change tables. Because like I feel like we're at a place right now where my brain is very particular, and I have to try and figure out how to organize information to make it like click for my brain, or my brain like kind of like is like I don't know, I don't know. But I feel like, because right now we have the list of proto words, which are these guys, right? And some of them we have what they are for the proto, right? But then we need to keep track of what those are then for the Italianate. And if for some reason we were to make changes at the base, like it could affect like a tons of different places. And so like I don't know if we should have like one big table of just like these are the sound changes, but then we could like, because part of me is like maybe we need to go crazy psycho bananas on an Excel sheet, and we have one form that's all the protos, and then we have other tables that pull that into the other tables.
Some Conlangers are very like table forward, and some are like Word document forward.
Yes.
And you can tell from how I've done this, I'm very much Word document based.
Yes.
Okay, I guess the if you wanted to see how I would do it in Google Sheets, I can like show you, but I don't know how much you'll love it or if it will do exactly what you want it to.
Mhm. Yeah, I don't know. What I can tell you is that the idea of, like, I feel like we need some place to have both, like, the proto word and its, what it is in the IPA, and then also, like, what it is after it goes through sound changes. Like, I feel like we need that somewhere, and then there will also need to be some sort of way to do that for all the languages, which could just be we keep copy pasting the same list, and if things, like, don't remain consistent between them, then I guess
Well,
something weird happened. It's fine.
um, the way that I do it isn't perfect.
Mm,
Um, I also I don't know what to tell you because I'm like you don't have to have two lexicons, one from your language to English and English to your language.
mm,
Um, you don't have to, but I also know that we didn't do it. I haven't done it for some languages, and then for others, I've ended up doing it later on because, uh, like, basically, um, I don't know how to explain this. If you're, I can I can imagine for people who use their conlangs in writing that
mhm,
it might be more helpful to have English there than it is for me who doesn't like I'm usually fine just going through the document.
mhm,
Um, I'm also like I'm trying to think about like the best way to explain this. But like um most of these words based on the time scale between when people have arrived and when they are there,
mhm.
you wouldn't expect these words to mean the same thing in every language, right?
Right.
And so I think that you would end up having to decide, like, I think this is maybe, I guess it's like we can take a different lens. So this is like the widest lens possible, right?
Okay.
So you're imagining this table where you say, well, we have the protoform in this column, and then in this column we have the Italian-based language, then we have your language with bib in another column, and then we have the Korean-inspired one in another column, and you can go to the protoform and you can say, well, the protoform was this, and in this language it's this, and this language this, which
Right.
is fine. Um, but you'd probably need a column for the form, and
Mhm,
then depending on how you Romanize it, you may need an IPA column, and then you might also need an English column if
mhm,
something's meaning has changed.
mhm,
And if something's meaning has changed, is it as useful to you as a table? Like the other version would be a table where the meanings are all the same,
mhm,
but
mm.
the original form could be different. And so this is where like
Yeah.
that's like the hugest scale, right? And
Mhm.
I'm gonna bring us down like two levels, right? So
Yeah,
the
yeah, yeah.
level underneath that is how we document the whole of this language that we've kind of, in terms of a naming language, we're kind of there.
Yeah.
And and then I'd say like a level underneath that is just how we think about documenting individual words.
Mm,
And that's kind of where I want to kind of
okay.
get us to
So,
today.
in terms of brain linking, right? Because if I can link these different things in my brain in a way that makes sense, then I can work with them in a way that makes sense in here. So, would we
Mhm.
then? So, we'd have whatever our proto list is, which might just be this, right? Where we have the word and the IPA. And then within like the individual languages, we'd have our we'd pull words as we need them over. Like, or would we because don't we want to run big lists through the okay, maybe this is where I'm getting confused. For process wise of actually like you said, we've kind of built up all the sound changes probably for the most part, right?
Mhm.
So do we
You're not
then
gonna like this. Is that I'm gonna tell you that you have to do it all yourself.
but like you can't take like a big list and put it in there and then it does the whole thing and then you pull it out and then
No,
like see
you
what it is.
no, actually you can do that.
Okay.
There there's a way of doing it. Like, I can show you something that's like a work in progress, maybe.
Mm.
Um, um, so, okay. So if you come here, if you
There we go.
if
Okay.
you show no, I've shared a thing
Ooh. Okay, okay, hold on.
because I think this is kind of what you're looking for, right?
Oh, yeah. That's what I was
Yeah.
imagining, like, so that we can make sure I'll like remember what a different sound change looked like on different words in different places and stuff.
So this is what have not we haven't got a proper name for it yet, so we're just calling it like tundra language.
Uh-huh.
And then and so we've got like IPA, we have the form. Now I've been using these roots for long enough that I can tell you that this means mouse. I've forgotten a whole bunch of these. This means leg, this means leaf.
Mhm.
It's also not really IPA because of the diacritics system and
Mhm.
stuff.
Mhm.
Anyway, you'd expect it to be at the front of the syllable. Anyway, um, so in theory, like this would be 3. I don't know what to call them. Languoids.
Mhm.
I don't care enough about formal linguistics to worry about the difference. Um, so these are all closely related enough.
Mhm.
You wouldn't I wouldn't expect a huge amount of difference. I mean,
Okay.
some of these are obviously more different. So vabe is quite different to hubve.
Mhm.
Um, but like meye and maye are not that different.
Okay.
Um, like kubze is the same as kubze. So these are like more closely related. And
Yeah.
I'm literally only using this to compare forms.
Right.
Um, and part of that is because um, you kind of, I can see the temptation of
Mhm.
this for like, if you, um, if your goal is to like name as many places as quickly as possible,
Uh-huh.
and you just want a reference for a bunch of common things from place names,
Mhm.
then I could see like putting a spreadsheet up and kind of saying, well, this is the word for this and this is the word for that.
Mhm.
Um,
I think you have enlightened me and convinced me very far away from the idea of doing that kind of a spreadsheet.
okay, cool.
Like
I
that.
will show you how I would do it.
Yeah, yeah, yeah.
Like, yeah, okay. So let's go to the lexicon section. Now
Mhm.
I'm just gonna like copy and paste a whole chunk of text, and
Yeah.
I need you to like not panic because this is like this feels like hand-me-downs because a lot of this is from how David organizes his stuff, and okay. And some of this looks like it's just me being and some of this is wrong. I'll fix that later.
Okay.
Okay, so oh no, I wanted the formatting. Okay. So
Whoa.
this is just a we don't need to worry about this. Oh, that it wasn't wrong. It was just extra. We
So
don't
it's
need
not even a
that.
table at all.
No.
Wow. Okay, okay, okay.
I mean, I
I
mean,
do hate tables in Word docs. I do kind of hate them unless they're really tiny. So
mhm.
I am open to this idea. I'm very open right now. I'm open-minded.
Upper mind.
Yes.
So, um, sure. Won't go that big. It's probably too big, but anyway.
Mhm.
I mean, I don't actually know a word that we're putting in yet. Anyway, so there'll be some kind of so entries take this form. Now we may need to have more more elements to this because this language is more fusional, right?
Mhm.
So there's lots of bits that change the way the word looks.
Mhm.
Um,
Oh, this is actually, I think Bibs looks kind of similar to this, or at
mhm,
least for, Takvimir, because I remember going through and doing during the relay, having to look through that lexicon, and there was, like, lots of them, and there'd be sections where it's, like, different forms of this word, and then, like, 20 different bulleted items of different forms of that verb or whatever.
okay. I mean, I just wanted to like see see what like works.
Yeah.
Okay, this would start with a in the singular, the
Okay.
zucchetta, which I think was like one of the kinds of squash.
Okay.
Um, uh, yeah, it's like a bottle gourd, I guess. When you look it up, when I look it up, it starts showing me the like yeah, it's a kind of summer squash.
Okay.
Um, so I'm gonna. Do people want to like shout at me in the comments if you want to see me do the Lexagy? But it's not very exciting, I don't think.
Yeah. I think what would be very helpful is like if we make one of these lexicon entry things together, right? To show me how to do it. And then I could try to make one. And you can guide me through it like a little toddler that's trying to draw the letter A for the first time, right? Like this, you know? And then if I can do that, I feel like on top of it now mentally that like maybe I can work on building this out off stream.
Yay!
Which I've been hoping to get to, but I feel like I've been like, I don't know how to organize the things to do. I don't know what I'm doing with my life. So I've been like, I haven't done much off screen.
So it's probably worth me sharing what I'm doing then.
Okay. Yeah, so I can follow it and take notes and be like, okay, these are the steps that we're gonna follow. Take word from proto language.
You can see this is basically what I've done. So I've got the file in here.
Mhm.
In here.
Yeah.
And this has all of our sound changes, all 216 lines of them. And what I would probably suggest is like if you make like a when you want to put a word in, you'd have a kind of importable thing which just has the case endings, which are these o, the, ta, and yat. So then all you have to do is apply the sound changes, and for the kind of base, like for the singular, this is all of your plural stuff comes on the front, I think. If as long as I'm remembering this right.
The number, yeah.
I know the reduplication, it's where's the reduplication?
I wonder if we haven't gone back to deal with.
Yeah, okay, the reduplication is, yeah, it's just a repeating of the first syllable.
Yeah. And that's what's done in the proto.
Yeah. Which means that in theory, other than the stress, and we can, so like, we can work out the, so this would be like the nominative plural.
Yeah, the basic small number one.
Yeah.
Yeah, because I don't think we figured out what the prefixes actually are for the other pluralities.
No, not yet. I realized that and I was just like,
So for each word, basically, okay. Let me catch my brain up, make sure I'm organizing this right. Right now, we're talking about nouns.
Yes.
Yes. Okay. So for nouns, where am I? I'm lost. Okay. So for nouns, we could take our Lexergy, working with nouns, and it already has in it so we would for each send it through with each possible case ending. And eventually we'd have to send it through with all the possible prefixes, unless they don't change it. If they don't change anything, but I don't know if.
Well, we'll have to see what happens because it will depend on the form of your prefixes.
Okay. Possibly all the pluralities. Okay. And then presumably they'll be changing different parts of the word. So like.
Well, you can see what bits, like if we go to the Lexergy and you look at the forms, so you can see the R in, so like a clair is the kind of basic form. And then in the accusative, we've got the ko, the o suffix. So it becomes akleko. Then in the, this is the genitive or the locative?
We should have it. We copied that? Yeah, we have. Okay, there we go.
Genitive is, yeah, genitive, then dative, then locative.
Yeah.
So, so you could, if you were gonna like analyze it one way, if you only had this word, you'd be like, well, the R is the nominative, the ko is the accusative, the Z is the genitive, the ta is the dative, and the cha is the locative, right?
Yes, I think so.
And you can see that like we have the same pattern of like Claire, Clecco, Clezi, Cleta. Well, the vowel has changed. So we've gone from Acleta to Agacleta. But for the ease of spelling, they've spelt the same. And there's not a case where saying this would be distinguishable from pronouncing this we could put like diacritics if you really wanted, but it's probably not
It's fine.
worth it.
Okay. So I see those.
You can see that like the eta is now eta, echa is echa, like so for this, if let's put that in the document. So I like this style. It's what I've been doing for a while. So we have a Claire in bold, and we know it's, and I'm just like putting in like this is like the minimum, right? So it was a suketa, and I'll put like summer squash. I think it's a summer squash. Yeah. Yeah.
Oh, yeah. Sorry. Thanks. Oh, also, hi, Miles. Also, yes, thanks. You should be seeing the document now. I was watching so avidly.
If this was like a super isolating, like uninflected language, this might be the only thing you'd need. And then you would say, well, the protoform was a clerk, then you're done. However, we know that the suffixes are clo, and we probably want to leave the verb on, the vowel on or off. I'm not sure how it will work, so I'm gonna go with this, and we'll see.
Okay.
So we know, and we follow a standard order. So we know it's echo, ezi, eta, and I've forgotten the last one.
Cha? No, we already did that one.
Yeah, eta.
This is where a middle dot would be good. I don't know what that means.
Oh, yeah. I'm like, how do I type that?
Like not a period, like a floating period?
I want to call it an interpunct.
Interpunct.
But
instead of a hyphen.
Yeah, it's So it looks like
Das Interpunkt.
this.
Whoa, it's just the itty bitty baby hyphen.
I mean, I'm not entirely sure. I can't remember what I'm like. Karis's documents look gorgeous because he writes them in like a proper style. Whereas mine, oh, it's just like I try my hardest, but I don't think they come out super
What
I'm
is
trying
the
to like quickly like hunt through so like I'm looking at Karis's yeah, I think it's because some like this information is like a mixture. Like the suffix isn't actually ko, right? We know because we've developed this that the suffix is the r.
Yeah.
But it changes the r into the double k,
Okay.
right? I'm gonna like copy and paste an example from Karis's Luxembourg.
Okay.
And I hope he's all right with it. I like shout if you're not. You're learning linguistics, Maddie.
Yeah, but like I haven't like it's not past tense yet.
What?
It's ongoing tense that hasn't happened in the past.
Learning isn't unidirectional thing. Anyway, I think this is available publicly anyway. So
okay, it says go ahead, so we're good.
Okay, cool.
Oh.
So
I've seen some of these.
Karis, what's going on? There's a mid dot here, but there's a hyphen in between the pronunciation guide.
Yeah. Do we not know what this is, or is there a mistake in the beautiful perfect example we're trying to use as a beautiful perfect example?
So, I like having this here because it means that you can just look after the type of word for this, although it does extend things out a lot.
Okay.
Anyway. And then
and then this has the IPA for all the endings as well. And the IPA for the main bit. We need the IPA has to be everywhere, Jake, or I'm not going to know it's real.
Okay.
The N and UN are no suffixes, just the bits that change in the romanization.
Okay.
The T and dash U and just K are actually suffixes. Okay. So the SHII is a suffix.
Yeah.
For something, presumably.
Okay. So this is if you take what we have in the Lexigy file, it will be wrong.
Oh no.
Well, the stress is always initial.
Oh, right. Okay.
Right?
Okay. Okay. So take the Lexigy file, send it through. So then we need to make new entry with possible case endings.
Like, I think that the romanization is clear enough that if this is just for you, like I'm going to be really honest with you. I think that you're probably going to have an easier time reading the romanization than if we put every suffix in IPA.
Okay. Will I ever need to will someone be like, what's that in IPA? And then I'll have to be like, is that ever gonna happen to me?
No, because I think when you're comfortable with this process, we're gonna write up if you were gonna put this in a book, we would do a table for how you would pronounce it.
Okay. Yeah, like a pronunciation thingy.
Mm-hmm.
Okay.
So
okay.
This is the thing that I'm really worried about. So this is without any number stuff, right?
Yeah.
So the question that I have then is, I guess we end up with a section in brackets afterwards that becomes agal. So in this situation, it doesn't actually change the vowel. So the small plural is just ag prefix, right?
Yeah, the small count.
Yeah.
Okay.
So this works for now, but we're gonna end up with
A lot. So many.
So I then have to go back to the number. So there's gonna be 1, 2, 3, 4. Are you sure you want a many plurality as well?
But then otherwise you would never be able to say a number or other than or are you saying maybe we make this just mean a multiple undefined count
A
kind
number
of
higher
thing?
than 5 or something, yeah.
You know, I can handle that. I can handle combining these two.
Okay.
And then we'll only need 6.
Only 6. Okay, so plural, so initial syllable reduplication, done.
Brilliant.
Okay, do you want to make these prefixes now?
Let's do it because I want us to make a full, proper lexical entry thingy so that I can make more.
Okay, and you're fine with these just being from numbers, right?
Yeah,
Okay,
that's fine.
so we go back to the proto-language section, and I guess I'll just go to the very bottom.
Okay.
With
Do we not have anything in here? Do we have anything in here about numbers? Number and seedling is marked by partial initial reduplication.
Sorry, we're gonna call them numerals because it makes it harder to mess up, basically.
Okay. And we do have some notes there about how that reduplication will work.
Yeah.
So that should be fine. Plural, grammatical number. That's not relevant. Number bases. We just had a section for that.
Wait, we've talked about number bases?
Only enough to have a word called number bases where we would then put number bases under it.
Okay.
We got as far as to write the words number bases.
I think that may have even been a note for myself for bringing this up. Okay, so basically the question is are we doing base 10?
Let's do base 10 because I don't think we're ever gonna I don't think I need numbers above 5. I can't think of any reason why I would need to know a number more than 5 in this language.
Okay.
Why would we need to count that high? We only have 5 fingers on our hand, Jake. And then we could say 5 and 5 if we needed to go to 10. You know, or maybe it's a base 5 number system. And then we only need fives, and you just have to say and every time you want to add more than five. So if you want to say 100, it's like 5 and 5 and 5 and 5 and. I'm just saying we could be real dumb here. Karis is convinced I'm persuasive. Probably not on that last part. That's probably slightly behind.
Sure.
I think Karis is unconvinced now. I think that's an I'm shutting up emoji, as in oh, never mind. Base 6 is good for hand counting. You're gonna end up like the Chinese drive-through machine in Dude, Where's My Car? And then, what if you have a name for the 153 sons of the prophets or something? Well, then they would just be the many prophets, Or you could go Asmara again and not have any number and use natural things to show. That was, see, I feel like it should be a thing that I use some sort of weird way to avoid making full number systems for all of my languages. Like, then I can't do math. There can be no math.
We can always make this into a base 10 system at some point.
Okay.
Like, there's no way that I'm going to have to be like, no, Maddie, you must, you must do this. So I'm horrible. Some of these forms that are coming up are just terrible, terrible forms. Oh, it's because I'm in I've been in a weird section anyway. Okay.
Oh, I made Michelle make sad math nerd noises again, which I would like to note that is like the second time this week I've done that, just so people know.
Wow. You're evil. I assume that would you like part of me is like, if these are disyllabic, then they're not gonna affect things as much. But also I kind of want them to be not too long.
Yeah, I like the idea of them being short, like one syllable.
Okay.
Maybe like one like tidy little syllable that will F the fewest things up.
I'm just gonna like copy what I've got, and then this is just like randomly generated. This is not like is anything here speaking to you?
So the ones at the end are after the sound change, right?
What?
The first one is
yeah, this is
proto, and then
you have proto, and then this is the IPA, and this is the romanization.
Okay, for the proto specific. Oh no, romanization of the Italianate, right?
Yeah. Like, is there anything that you like? If you don't like something and you have an idea of what would make it better, I can work with that.
Okay.
And if you like something, the other thing is that you could have slightly longer proto forms and reduce the forms for prefixes.
That's an idea. I feel like LU doesn't do it for me at all. I'm not there for it. Rum is not a word. Esha.
We can probably like get to like Roma or
Esha. Like, Esha. I kind of like this one. That can vibe.
You like Esha?
Esha, yeah.
How do I do like a tick? Okay.
Oh, nice. I do like Naga.
So you like ish. Like if you don't like them, then I can just generate more. Like it's not a problem.
Well, I'm telling you the ones I like. I like Naga. I don't like this one.
Okay. It's Alt
Oh,
Shift 5. Yeah.
Alt Shift 5. No, 5, not F5. Okay.
Mm-hmm. Okay. So, I'm gonna like. How many do you want to look at in one go?
Slightly more than this many.
I'll do 10,
Okay.
and I've been breaking them up so that they don't like. Some of them are really long.
Yeah.
I'll try and leave some of the shorter ones intact.
Mm-hmm. Okay. And while you're pulling those up,
Mm-hmm.
because I don't feel like typing it, and I made the joke about the 3 times I took Calc 2 in the chat. The first time I took it, I got a D, and then I got an F. And the second time I took it, I got a D, which is passing. But then in order to transfer the credit, because I transferred colleges, I had to get a C in order for it to transfer. So then I had to just retake it again at the new school. And then I think I got a B. So I'm just, I'm so good with calc.
Oh, huge. There we go. Oh,
Oh no. Okay.
Okay.
I like that.
So, but would you really want Chusi just on the? We'll see. We'll see what happens. But
Okay.
like,
It might be
you have
too
to think that
long.
like every time. I think it would be. The thing is, these numbers are so. Sorry, I shouldn't be laughing this much, but these plural forms are so rare that like I don't know. I would expect like the dual to be like relatively short.
Mm-hmm.
So like this nog, this would like not be bad for 2.
Mm-hmm.
Um Same as like this is esha, right? But
Mm-hmm.
this would basically come out as esh, like esh and then a vowel if it starts with a vowel, or ish and then the consonant if it follows with a consonant. So
Mm-hmm.
I'm not worried about this, for example. Like these are
Okay.
both gonna come out fine.
Okay.
Grulla, chusi. Mm-hmm.
I don't mind Soma. Although I'm
Mm-hmm.
picking all the ones that are like 2 syllables when I said 1 syllable.
But it's only 1 syllable in the proto form.
Yeah, that's fair. That's fair. That's fair.
So like we've got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. You've got enough roots.
Okay. Cool.
So which one do you want to be 1? This one isn't going to be a prefix either. So like it doesn't like this number will. I mean, I don't know when you would ever use it because you specify for every other number on the
Let's do that one. This one. This can be 1.
Okay, so Esha is 1.
Love it. Okay. Okay.
Although this is like in brackets because remember that like when you do whatever your language with bib does, it's probably not gonna come out like Esha
Mm-hmm.
because it's originally just Elch.
Yeah. Yeah. So
Okay.
this is the proto bit.
Yeah.
So
Because we're in the proto language section of the document.
two.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. Stack me two.
I can copy, cut, and paste.
Okay. That's 4. That's 5. Are you aware that people are playing Minesweeper with spoiler tags in your Discord? Yes, I am, George. I played. I was like the second person to play, and I got pretty far. I would like you to know. I haven't checked it in like an hour, so maybe someone's beaten my record at this point.
Okay. So now we have this.
Mm-hmm.
We then can like, we're gonna have to like thin this down a lot, but we can go back to Lectigy, which I'm still sharing with you.
Okay. So I switch back to that.
Yeah.
And I'll remember to switch back.
So we have like a plain one. We have we have Z, we have Ta, and we have Yat. And then we have prefixes, which right now are Kluti, Grulk, Grulk, Nug, and Tom. Cool. So these top ones we don't have to worry about, but it was a clerk, right?
Mm-hmm.
So we can post our form in.
Mm-hmm.
So if we don't have any reduction, then so two Ducata in the nominative would be Chuchakler. Then 3 would be Grullakler. 4 would be Neocler. And we can say 5 in English, but this is effectively 10, would be Sommerkler. The A is coming from the word, so I'm not worried about it.
Mm-hmm.
So how do you feel about the forms? And if you have feelings, I can try and fix them.
I have no feelings about that in particular.
No, but nothing negative, but also nothing super positive.
I mean, I think they work. I think they work. I think they're distinctive enough that we'll notice them, you know?
Okay. So, yeah. I wanna test these forms out with some other words. So I'm gonna make like a why did I get Tom? Oh, I wasn't supposed to have deleted it from there. So let's look at another word quickly. So wait, we have a word for sausage.
Wait, we do?
Yeah, tlaloch.
Love it.
So we'll count sausages.
I
Although
love it.
I think I need to respell it. There. So this way you can see how it looks with a and I was so pleased that I had my clean set, and then I went and pasted these. I'm gonna so in the nominative it's talo.
Talo.
Then two sausages would be tlusitalo, which I don't know if I was expecting or not.
That's a bit rough sketty there.
We may end up having to have another look at what's going on. So tlusitalo, and then grultalo, nattalo, and somtalo, which I'm surprised that the M has survived. We don't have nasal assimilation, obviously. I assumed it would be sontalo, but somtalo is kind of fun, although it's like we know that this isn't actually like how Italian actually works.
Yeah.
But it's like it's weirder. I think it's weird because it's kind of a little bit close, and then you're like, oh, that's happening.
Yeah.
So we can worry about flu or fla at some point. I'm gonna I need to make a note somewhere. So if you're you're not happy with this, but this we can change out. Let's. I'm curious why it's flew there and
not there.
yeah.
Yeah, that is weird.
So so I guess we're looking for when it stops being true.
Yeah. Oh, there's a change. The L disappeared in the first one.
Yeah. So it's in the progressive coronal liquid assimilation. So but I don't. Yeah, it obviously in this one in theory it should have gone, but
Nemo says it's the else statement. Conslabial feeler.
But I don't understand because there isn't a. Is it because it happens? It's because it happens here.
Oh, the second one has the first condition happen, so it doesn't do the second one from Nemo.
But is it over the entire word? Because I thought it was for each individual one. So also, I don't understand what the number one here is doing. Is that the issue?
Should that not be the one that matched initially? Nima says, nope, entire word, I've had this issue before.
Huh. Well, I don't think this is I don't like this would then be matching this one, but this one doesn't like this. We don't want this to match this anyway. So I'm gonna remove it and see if it fixes it.
Nemo agrees that that's what you should do.
What's what I should do?
That $1 shouldn't be there, comma.
Okay.
Yeah.
But no, it's not fixed the issue.
No.
So does doing like a RTL work? No. Okay. I don't I feel like if we take the else out, it wouldn't actually change anything, would it?
Oh, the else is still there doing selective thingy. That was just one of the issues.
Like, if I say then, it means that, like, it will do this if it can. Otherwise, it will do this, right?
I wouldn't think so.
What do
But I
you
don't
think?
actually know how this works. Just
Well, let's see if it fixes it, and then we can decide if it's wrong.
Yeah. Well, Karis said maybe a then. So. Ooh.
Choo choo.
Choo choo.
Okay. I've exported it in case I forget to save it. Okay.
Okay.
So I'm like, has anything major happened? I don't think so. Anyway,
I feel like pretty good.
Okay. I'm glad that like we didn't like add a rule. We just realized that the one that I had written was bad.
Best kind of update.
Like these sound changes are honestly not great. They work for what we do.
Yeah. Sounds be a changing indeed. Oh, hello, Will.
Okay.
It's Will of Lands Unknown.
Lands Unknown.
Cracks me up. Okay. So we now have what the numbers would be, and those will be the bases.
Did you like do you like Somtalo? I guess is my last question. It's like, is it? I feel like it's obviously what we expect from this.
Yeah.
It just strikes me as like very like it's nice because it's like obviously it just wouldn't expect the sequence MTL to retain it's cool.
I kind of like it. I vibe.
Okay. I'm just like freaking out because I'm like a language without nasal assimilation. What will I do? Okay. So we can sorry. I'm gonna like just copy and paste the forms that we need.
Okay.
And then we're going back to the doc.
Yeah. And then we need to document the new pluralities and then update our lexicon entry.
So the plurals go chush. I don't know what the best thing between them is.
Would it not be a comma again?
I guess so. Chush. So, it's just grul.
I would
Then
just like to say, in respect to all of you, I won't say real conlangers. I'll say more traditional, more established conlangers. This is way more work than making words and languages how I've done them before. You're way
in
more
what
work.
sense?
Like, well, so in Osmalau, nothing changed because of the things that were around it. So I just had all the grammatical things, and then I just had my list of nouns and my list of verbs, and I never had to do like anything where it changes based off cases, because the cases were just a prefix. It had nothing to do with like the word. It was all separate.
Well, I will say that based on how we've Romanized it, based on the pronunciation I've given you, you do have vowels that change pronunciation based on what's around it.
That's fair. But there is no IPA yet.
There is now.
The grammar documentation of the words.
You can only get out of it for so long.
Yeah. That's fair. Okay. That's fair.
So I think like I'm very curious, like should we put the word for sausage in?
Yeah.
Okay.
So what is this? Heading 2.
We're going A, B, T. So it's going to be a lot easier this time around because we already have one that we can look at. So I'm gonna remove the clerks and
noun.
So at some point you're gonna just like remember these off the top of your head, I promise. Although I don't know, because I think I just have a good memory for this. I know that Miles doesn't always like and I am supposed to no, this will work for what's happening. Okay, so
where is
we know the nominative is talo. So this ends with like there's no final consonant because the ch is dropped.
Okay.
And we can put the did I not finish my thought? Or I did say that my memory is better than Miles, didn't I? And now I'm proving myself wrong because I can't remember if I said it aloud or not.
Single, dual. I'm just making myself a little cheat sheet because I have the memory of a goldfish.
Well, this is like you could literally write in like 2, 3, 4, 5, right?
Yeah, but I feel like
it should be relatively intuitive.
Dual. Quadral. Simple. And then plural. 3, 4, 5. Okay.
So
I think that's what it is.
then we export like all of our, like I'm just putting them in the document so that we can all be in one place together.
Yeah. Okay.
So rather than chush, it's chushi.
Juicy.
So I think this is because when you have a vowel, the I gets a yod, like a y sound, which then palatalizes the S.
Mm-hmm.
So in this environment where you have a consonant at the start, then I think it's going to be chus. No,
Okay.
chus. But it's also chusitalo,
Yeah.
isn't it?
Juicy. Yeah. So it'd be the full
Chusitalo,
juicy.
which means
It does sound nice.
I guess we want to do that, and we need like into.
Okay.
I feel like this is a clunky, but anyway,
Oh, recipe video.
this is what we have. Gruel is still gruel.
Mm-hmm.
Ne is
Not
nat
talo.
natalo,
Som
but this is
talo.
still talo. Oh god, we've got to do the plural as well.
Oh yeah, because that one's harder because you can't just have a handy dandy thing there. You gotta
Yeah, you can't
reduplicate
just,
that
like,
first bit.
regularly. So that's just tatalo.
I really enjoy. Wait, what is it again with the stress in the right spot?
Which one?
Chusitalo.
Yeah, chusitalo.
Chusitalo. Chusitalo.
So there's a stress on the U. So chusi,
Chusitalo.
and it's a geminate T, right? So it's
Mm.
TT. So
Chusitalo.
chusitalo.
Chusitalo. Okay.
Wait, no, it's bada. Chusitalo.
Okay. I enjoy that that's our word for a pair of sausages.
I'm glad that that's the second word that we've gotten.
Yeah. I think it was Kara said something about that earlier up. I can
Okay.
safely say I've never made a language where my first 2 entries in my lexicon were sausage and zucchetta. Zucchetta.
Yeah. It's zucchetta.
Zucchetta.
Zucchetta. It starts with a t sound.
Zucchetta?
Zucchetta. Although, to
Zucchetta.
be fair, we're speaking English, not Italian, so I don't think anyone's gonna be like, no.
Yeah.
And we have to do the case endings as well.
Mm-hmm.
So rather than ko, it's talosho.
Talosho.
No, I think the dots are correct. And I think the dots was right. But we don't need a dot there. So it's talosho, talozi, talosta, and talosha. And I don't know if the dots are correct or not, but anyway.
I don't know. They'll probably become increasingly less correct as I get my hands on this.
I feel like the mixture of dots and hyphens is unhelpful.
Yeah, at some point it might bother me enough that I'm like, no, and I just
No. Okay. So you can see kind of what we're doing, right?
Uh-huh. Look at us. We have 2 words in our lexicon.
Yep.
I'm very excited about this.
So I think
Wow.
the thing is like this is where like the principal parts idea is like useful because for example we can see that like the z suffix has
Mhm,
thus far not done very much.
mhm,
So I'm trying to think like what would shift that up.
mm.
Um, but anyway, so like we've got 2 of these done now. I'm trying to think. There was something that I was thinking about, and now it's gone from my head. It was that I was thinking that we were gonna have to make that huge table, and we'd have like the word for summer squash and sausage in every language that exists in the entire world in one huge.
Oh my gosh.
Okay.
That's
Um,
great.
so um, doo, doo, um, so I'm trying to look for something that might be more problematic in terms of the system. Death. This is going to be such a weird set of words.
I feel like that's great though.
I guess you can count death, though.
Yeah,
Should we put it in?
let's do it. Okay, are we switching over to Lexergy or do you think that'll be quick?
Um, I I will get this done quickly.
Okay.
And then I'll paste it in the document.
Yeah. I will say to add on to what the chat is saying, there was like a short trend going around with people doing the pata 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 pata, like people were doing that in the shorts all over the place. I saw that a lot, but I don't know if I saw it as like a meme thing. I love it. Oh, it's so good. I have to listen to that after the stream. I love that song. I'm a big Blackpink fan. Blink, I think they're called.
Yeah,
Big
I know.
fan.
Okay, here we go. So this is
Okay.
like all the forms.
Okay.
So I think is it gonna be more like it's gonna be more like talo than Claire, I think.
Okay.
So I'll copy talo over. So first of all, we can put the IPA in
Mm-hmm.
and remember that the stress is always wrong. It should be fine because the stress will always be there from when you copy the previous entry, at least.
So just copy.
You know it's Asha. But I know that if I tell you, so if you, I want you to say what I just said, and I'm going to be
Pasta?
listening. Yeah, okay, good. Because I was worried you were going to say like Asher.
Oh no.
No. Okay. So we have Asha, and then,
Asha.
oh no, we do need the dot. So we need the dot because
So because we lose the A.
yeah, because the
Okay.
A is from the epenthetic vowel.
Mm-hmm. Show. Z. Sha.
Oh, also we have a mixture of representations. Anyway, I'm gonna put it in like that.
Okay.
So asha, asho,
Mm-hmm.
as yeah.
We lose like everything but the A.
Yeah.
So
does that mean that the dot goes there and it's like asha, asho, azi, asta?
yeah. Yeah. So technically, actually, this is the first one is nominative.
Yeah.
Okay. I just my cheat sheet was mildly incorrect and had to be corrected.
Mm-hmm. And then it's chush. So you can see also here, right? So because it's got this, it becomes chusha, which kind of means that like there's not any part of the word that is actually protected.
Which is a little like, is that okay?
Oh no, I just spotted something.
Oh no.
Because of so the A is technically got secondary stress in this word.
Mm.
So whereas this word is asha, this is chusha.
Chusha.
Because it has secondary stress. Now, one option would be that you mark the A when it has secondary stress where you wouldn't expect it, which would mean you would write this like this. Although
Okay.
I feel like actually for Conlangers, this would throw them off because although I thought that I might. Do you like the fact that A and schwa never? I've been saying that they never occur in the same place. I've clearly proven it's not true.
Okay.
I feel like this marking makes it look like it would be chusha, which I mean, to be fair, it's kind of weird because part of what's happened is that the sound change rules are stressing the prefix, which
Okay.
kind of is what you would expect because we have very regular initial stress.
Yeah.
But it does mean that like you can see that sometimes like the word for 4 deaths would just be nea.
Which is kind of cool.
And isn't this the word for 5 deaths would be the same as just the word for 5?
I feel like it's a little bit of a problem, maybe.
Maybe it's like, but the thing is that like I don't know. I think that you would have to say that the affixation happens later,
Mm-hmm.
so that
Like they
like
don't go through the sound changes, like you just add it to the front, like as a non-agglutinative,
yeah.
fusional.
Let me put these two through the case endings as well,
Okay.
because the other thing is that like it's kind of a weird form. But how often is 4 and 5 deaths? Like the other thing that would happen is possibly we just regularize these prefixes.
Mm.
Um,
That might be a good idea. Although Nemo jokes that 5 is a taboo number in this slang. And we were talking when originally coming up with having these prefixes that they would also have connotations. So like if you wanted to say like the foreboding something, you would stick a number prefix on it because like maybe the 3 mountains means it's like dangerous or something. Like there could be connotations to them. So it could actually work like that, Nemo. But I think we should fix it. But maybe like that'll still be the thing. Maybe 5 will still be.
I think the main thing would be that we should probably at least have it so that the nominative gets the epenthetic vowel. Like, so this is in a different case. So, like, to the 4 deaths would be neasho.
Neasho.
And somasho.
Somasho.
And
Neasi.
neasdi, somaz.
Yeah.
Sorry, neasdi. And somazi.
Okay.
Somazi. Somaz. Somazi.
Yeah. I mean, I do like that.
I think like this is like a particularly extreme example because the root is so short.
Mm.
I think like we probably do want to find a attaching point.
Okay.
And to be fair, we did say that these prefixes are younger than the reduplication, right?
The reduplication is just what they did in the proto. So that's probably the oldest. But then the numbers could have existed in the proto, but they weren't used for pluralities like this in the proto.
And because we have to check. Oh. So there's also no distinct, like, there's no distinct plural.
Mm.
So when you reduplicate it, it comes out as asha still.
Which we don't want. Which no, we have. Well, what was our rule for that?
This is why you.
It will also reduplicate the initial consonant of the following syllable if no coda is present.
Yeah. So if you want to look at Lexigy, I can show you.
Okay.
I thought I could show you, but it's not. I'm gonna like lose a lot of these extra forms. Okay. So run, Lexigy, run. Okay, so like it starts off as achach, and then it's achach, and then it's ashash, and then we lose the final coda consonant. So asha, and there's asha, 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 asha. So I think that's fine. Like we have words like sheep in English, right?
That's fair. That's fair.
Singulare tantum or tantum.
Yeah. Which I can't decide if that would be like, because like There won't be much context, right? If like you're naming something like the many trees or something, right? The place of many trees. You wouldn't have any way of knowing if it was many trees or just a tree. If tree was like that, for example. But I don't know, like that could be an interesting, like it could be interesting that there's inconsistencies. Like that could be an interesting thing.
Like,
or not inconsistencies.
Want to play ball.
Does that make soma come out as somasha?
It does. It means it comes out as somasha. Which honestly, having an irregular, like, I think this is also a valid fix. It's not really a fix, right? Basically, that you say the form is so short that they actually use this reduplicated form as the base with it. Which would mean that, like, rather than what we currently have, why isn't Lexergy running? I feel like I'm just really impatient. Here we go. Yeah. So Chushasha, Grulasha, Neasha, Somasha. Somasha. Somasha.
Okay. I mean, I feel like Tinglish, how dare you? How dare you? It is too late. Oh. Speaking of your earlier movable secondary stress issue with an maybe the secondary stress disappears when that syllable does.
Yeah, I think that's probably what we would say.
Yeah.
Or at the very least, it would be reduced to an analogy with the rest of the language.
For Tinglish's offense, Nemo thinks we should add more number markers.
No.
Oh my gosh. Okay, so to summarize this rule.
What rule?
Well, didn't we just do a thing where they used the reduplicated form? Or is that just so that we can make Lexergy do what we want? Or is that what they did?
Well, you know we get to decide, right?
Well, yeah, I know, but I'm just saying, is that going to be like if we run into this case in the future, do I do that same thing where we do the reduplicated?
I think that it's a reasonable, like there's this kind of question where like I don't know how common it would, how often this would come up, right? So like there's a whole bunch of reasons for this to like I don't know what I'm saying anymore.
Okay. Well, what you're saying is I shouldn't need to write it down as like a what of the checks and my sequencing that I'm going to follow.
Look, I think for like 95% of all of the words you ever make, you won't run into this problem. Like, we picked some of these. I don't know if I thought it would be this problematic, but like part of it is that like this is also a word that's very unlikely to be used a lot in the nominative.
Okay.
So
Well, Bibby's here.
okay, Viv can see us like break down. I think like the other thing you can do is you can always like add an extra note at the end. So
Okay.
we can say irregular plural formation with reduplicated root.
Okay. I like that. And then I can see that as a reference because I'll remember what will happen with my brain. I'll come into a case where this happens and I'll be like, this is the thing. I have literally no idea what we did, but this is the thing. And then I can scroll and I'll be like, oh, there it is. That's how we did it. And then I can remember. So that's brilliant.
Okay. So um I'm like, how much do we still need? I'm just gonna delete all of this and
Bib
okay.
doesn't understand the context, but wants to know if suppletion would be an option. I don't know.
It basically that would be that like rather than I guess yes, it is an option in that like it makes me think of like I think this is only in my brain because it comes up in like Genesis in Spanish editions of the Bible. That they have this word for darkness, which is tinieblas. And I'm
Okay.
now like very quickly gonna Wiktionary it so that I remember like okay. So no, it does mean something in the singular. In the singular it means shadow.
Okay.
So like una tiniebla is like is a shadow.
Okay.
So like imagine that like there's I think there like I know I'm like what's the more common word for sombra. So like they have a much more common word for shadow. This is going in all kinds of weird places.
Okay.
Usually sombra. So like they can get around this singular, but and there is also another word for darkness. But anyway, tinieblas is like the word that you get a lot. I guess it probably is like closer to the original, not original Latin. I don't know. Maybe tenebra was used in the. I don't know why they made these word choices anyway. I'm just gonna keep going.
Okay. So
That's
what is suppletion?
oh, okay, okay. We're at that stage. Okay, suppletion is where basically you say that you have two. I don't know what the right order to explain this is. So, suppletion. It starts off as you have like two words,
Okay.
and then
Good,
through
better, best.
processing,
Go, went.
then you get like one word with forms or like word with forms from distinct origins in some forms. So it's like I go, I went, right?
Mhm.
So like went and go originally were from different verbs. But when
Oh,
depleted the old past of go.
okay.
Well, it's a but we still have I have gone, right? And
Yeah.
I am going. So, like, that's the one that I think of. It's
Okay.
also why, like, I know that your Spanish is not quite fluent, but it's why you have, for example, boy for
Mm.
I go, and then fui for I went. Also, like, these
Mhm.
are from different places.
That makes sense. So basically, if we wanted to implement suppletion here, we would come up with another word that could have meant the same thing, and then only steal that part that's messy and stick it in here, and then
Yeah,
toss the rest of it?
it would be if, like, what I'm imagining is like, I mean, this happens with death a lot because it's taboo, right?
Okay.
So you would say, like, death is taboo, so we don't want to use it.
Mhm.
So we will call it pass away, right? And then we
Mm.
say pass away is taboo, so we'll call it, I don't know, moving on. And then
Right.
it's like, oh well, now moving on.
Yeah. Yeah. Unalived, in a better place, like all those
Yeah.
sayings. Yeah, that makes sense.
Um, it's so I could see it happening.
Mhm.
Uh,
And
it's
then we
just
would
like
just steal a bit of it.
it kind of makes sense for this situation. Um, it also makes me think of like um, the thing is, like, depending on what sort of English or style of speech you like, you have, for example, the word people, right?
Mhm.
And people has a plural peoples, which is uncommon.
Mhm.
And you have the word person, and you also have the word persons, which is not uncommon, but not, I guess, less common.
Mhm.
But, like, these aren't uncommon words, but they're less common than they're like the plural peoples is less common and the plural persons is less common. And this means the plural of this. And so in my head, the plural of person is actually people.
Mhm.
And I don't know if that's just me. That
I would
might just
agree
be
with
me.
that. Person, people.
Um, okay, so yeah. So if you go to Wiktionary, it will say the
Mhm.
plural is either people or persons,
Mm, okay.
right? And they mean
Yeah.
slightly different things, of course. Um, but yeah. Um, like, this is another example where you could consider people a suppleted plural of person
Mm,
because
yeah.
people is slowly replacing cases where historically you would use person.
Okay. Okay, okay, okay.
Okay, you understand kind of where we
Yeah.
are.
Yes, I understand the concept. Yes.
Mhm.
We now have 3 whole words in our
Oh,
Italianate.
we've got like 2.5. Guess
Oh,
what?
yeah, I guess we did get a little distracted. Okay, but we have sausage,
So,
giuttetta,
Asha Chusha.
giuttetta, and death. Well-rounded indeed.
I'm just gonna like write these out in full, I think.
Mm-hmm.
No, gruel still works. Na becomes
Nit.
nash.
Yeah.
And some,
That's
yeah.
same.
And then the basic plural, did I still keep that? No, I didn't. I need to check that again. It's still Asha.
Mm-hmm.
Which I think is fine. Like,
Mm-hmm.
and we can also make a note, maybe make alternative completed form.
I like it. Brilliant. Look at us go. 3 words. I understand why. I was always like, when watching Leg Time, when they'd like make one word and be like, we get a candy, I'd be like, but wait, it's just one word. But now I see. I mean, I sort of see then, but I follow less of what they do because like they're just so good, And I'm just like, whoa, starstruck. I don't know what's going on. Are you keeping the contrast between Asho and Ashasho? I think Ashasho doesn't exist. Wait. Yeah, no, that is not one of the forms as we currently have it, I believe.
I think no, Ashasho would be, yeah, no, Tavi's right. So this is where it may make sense just to put a table in.
Because then that gets messed up.
Yeah, so I'm gonna say we put a table in, which means this is where all of your choices will come back to bite you, because we need 5 along the top, and singular, dual, trio, quadral, quintal, plural.
Yeah.
So every I mean, we can just go like 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 plural to save space rather than 6. Okay.
Oh.
And then so nominative, accusative, then it was genitive,
dative, locative. I had my little cheat sheet.
Okay. We'll even these up when we're done.
Okay.
So Asha, and the plural is Asha in the nominative. Yeah. And then it's Chushasha, Chushasa, and then Grulasha, Neasha, and Thomasha.
Okay. So then the question here is, does this become Asho or Asho then? Is that the question?
No, this is singular, right?
Oh, so yeah.
Singular is Asho, Azi, Asta, Asha.
Right. Okay. I'm on board. I know what we're doing.
But then this one is Ashasho. And this would probably be Grulashasho. So yeah, we need more space. And this would be Neashash. No, this, yeah, Neashasho. And then Somashasho. And then this would be.
Why are these duplicated here? Just because we said we were going to duplicate all of them?
Because it's reduplicated in the plural, which would affect these forms as well. which is why we're doing the table.
We do that in all plurals. Wait, hold on. I thought it was only reduplicated in this form. Is this a special case?
This was the whole thing because before we reduplicate, like originally, right?
Yeah.
These forms basically came out the same as the bare numbers.
Right.
Which we
right.
didn't.
Yeah. Okay.
So
So yeah, for this, it's just for this word. I was just making sure this wasn't something I missed that was universally applied.
No, this is just for this word.
Just for this one. Okay. Karis says, even though there is historically reduplication, does it not just look in the modern like the root just doesn't change? I don't know.
I guess it's like it's a good question.
Mm-hmm. It is definitely something I think I was wondering about when we first decided to do it, and then I was like, we'll figure that out later.
Well, we've got the later, haven't we?
Yes, we have, in fact.
So, I mean, I guess it's like, yeah, it's getting unwieldy.
Yeah.
It's this whole thing where you could also argue you're reading the comments. Yeah.
Yeah, so Nemo, they're duplicated here because it was like disappearing entirely. So we were just like duplicating it in all the plurals. But I feel like we don't need to for these. I don't know. Because I feel like it could just be like we delete that. But then.
Let me check how it would come out.
Okay.
But I know we'd already done it at some point, but so if we reduplicate it and then like we just want to look at the accusative, right?
Yeah.
So Clutia Cho.
Those all seem fine to me. Yeah.
Yeah.
Oh. Could this end up looking / feeling more like recent analogy than early reduplication? I don't know what that means.
Yeah. I think Karis is right.
Okay.
Because the accusative in all these cases would preserve like the ash section, right?
Mm-hmm. Oh yeah, because when we got to the reason this was soma.
Yeah, it was just soma.
Yeah.
In
So
the nominative.
Right. The word for 5.
Soma show.
Yeah. That was the thing. So that's why we doubled it.
I think the thing that what happened basically was that we have a rule that puts the epenthetic vowel here in the
Mm.
nominative to prevent this happening here. And we just hadn't thought about the plurals yet, right?
Mhm.
Because the true plural works fine.
Mhm.
Um,
So I think we can not do that in these other forms then,
like
right?
I think genuinely, having the we have this paragogic schwa rule here. So basically, we get the schwa back in if you look at like the bare form.
Mhm.
So the stop changes. I mean, and then to so it spirantizes, then it gains the schwa back because the root is so short.
Right.
So it becomes asha. So as long as the like this isn't too bad to code for. So
Okay.
be like glomming. This is not a technical term.
Okay.
So we say that the hyphen or the space is removed. So it just changes how we organize this. So let me copy that over. It's going to be, I want this in the right order. So, Cluti. Okay, let's see if this works. We'll need more rules.
Okay.
But I think it basically preserves things how we want.
Okay.
At the least for in terms of keeping these epenthetic vowels when the roots are short.
Okay. Okay. So we're going to need to do some tweaking on it still. Karis's comment.
That deserves to be on screen. I don't know quite what to do. Like this is where you can like this is where I want you to be like, we've got a problem. What's the solution that I like what's the solution that I like?
Okay. I mean, I like the idea going back here. Of like not having the reduplication where it's not necessary. So like just deleting these and going with that.
So I think that's like the kind of the way that you're thinking about it as like um okay, like if I told you like to produce an image of a cat for me,
Yeah.
and you're like, okay, I'm gonna find a picture of a cat on Google, I'm gonna copy it into a document, I'll paste it in and send it to me, and I'm like, oh, I actually want a different cat. Or like, I don't know. And that's a terrible analogy. It's kind of like it's that I'm trying to like push us to I think it's kind of hard because there's like a element of it where I can tell that I probably have because I have more experience, I want to do things like quote unquote more properly. And like saying what if we just delete this in these rows is like I don't want to be like, no, no one ever should just take that approach. And it's terrible. Um, but part of me is also like, why would you go through the effort to do all the sound changes if you're just like to an extent you can
Mm,
just like look at a form
mm,
and say like it's kind of the issue is like say this was like a completely analytic language
mm,
and you look at this word for death, Asha, and you say, I wish it was Esha. And I could be like, uh, yeah, just go for it because it's just one form and it doesn't really matter.
mm.
Uh,
Well, I mean,
but
I will say, like, the whole wonderful benefit of all of this, right, is
mm,
that you are helping teaching me how to do this. So,
mhm.
like, you gotta tell me when I'm doing something weird. If I'm doing something weird, it's okay, we don't have to do it, you know what I'm
Okay,
saying? Like, I am very happy to do
no,
it
that's true.
like, more correct way. Like, you have to learn how to do it correctly, and then if I wanna screw that up and do something stupid later, I wanna do it knowing that I'm doing something stupid, you know what I'm saying? Or not stupid, but, like, less proper.
Hmm. I forget that you don't use properly in the same way. No,
Yeah, yeah.
so I don't, I don't mean it in like a posh.
No, I know what you mean, I
Yeah,
got you.
yeah. No, because I think that it's kind of awkward because, like, as people in the chat are saying, there is a
Mm,
degree to which what you're suggesting is kind of applying like a natural human process.
mm,
And human's the wrong word. Like, you're applying real linguistic processes that do happen,
mm,
but you're doing it in a way where I guess it's like, I think that David's expressed this in the past in the sense of it's like when you're doing math or math, um, and you have to like there's you can only like you can kind of get full marks if you show like the process.
oh, yeah,
And so like we thought we had come up with a solution,
mm,
and then we've looked at these other forms, and we're like, actually, no.
yeah.
Yes, the
Show the
pros.
person.
We must respect the pros. You may not. Basically, what happened was it was on the Langtime Studios like Patreon,
Mm, mm,
and uh, they were like saying showing the like originally it was said something like a Conlanging live stream where we show the process of making a language or something.
mhm,
and it ended up clipping it, so it just said something, 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 pros. And so the pros is like a Longtime Studios in-joke sort of thing.
I like that.
Okay. I think I know sometimes I leave you with homework. I think my homework is for you to like write what you want to actually happen. And I will answer any questions that you have, but I want
Okay,
you to
good.
be like, wait, I want you to like have a think about like the name that you want to call it. Like whether this is we're gonna do suppletion, so we're gonna like make a new form that fixes the problem and work out where that's from, or we're going to like I know that you don't like it, but it would basically be deal with the very repetitive duplicated forms. Like that's one solution, and I
Yeah.
was leaning into it.
Yeah.
And if you're saying no, that's fine.
Well,
And
I'll finish filling out the whole table as part of my homework and like do some like soul searching on whether or not I'm fine with it, and then if whether I want to do something else.
no, you can. I also think that the word death is quite likely to come up in stuff.
Yeah.
like in No Group Death at CopyCon.
Yes.
Yeah, meditate on the 5 deaths.
Yeah.
Yeah. Ugh. I'm also aware that we're past time, so I want to leave you to go and look after your kids.
I will accept this as my homework. I will work on this. We will reveal it next time. I do want to give a quick teaser though for everybody that's here before we go.
Is it Tato?
Well, it is Tato. Okay. Real quick. Under tease. Where is it? Where is it? Okay, first. This is Tato. Named after the Irish brand of potato chips by Edgar. I feel like this is such a niche audience that I could give more of a teaser here, you know? Plus, I feel like 90% of the people here already know what the teaser is. You know what I mean?
The unwashed masses are not watching to the very end of us talk about the plural for death.
Right. And like tomorrow will be the announcement video anyway, right? So
yeah,
like
why not?
Okay. So tomorrow I'm gonna have a video coming out, which many of you and various patrons will already know. But I think I have this up properly. We are officially doing an in-person world building conference in Ireland in June. These are our current batch of speaker peoples, and Tato is our mascot, as Tato should be. Ooh, this has not already. It has been soft launched in like 5 different places in various ways. Because Edgar mentioned it in his retirement video. That it was potentially going to be a thing because like we were so close to having the official go ahead to have done the announcement beforehand, which I was hoping to do, but I was like, just bring it up, and people kind of have known we were working on it, so like it's a very soft launched.
I know you mean big visa issues, Nemo, but saying I can't travel to Ireland makes it like
sound like you're banned.
A very specific issue.
Yeah.
I guess it might be that you've spent too long in the Schengen area or something.
I don't know. Yes, they would be, Michelle. Yeah. It's the idea was intentionally for it to be slightly hard to get to for most places because we wanted to do a smaller initial go, which was Edgar's idea for the first one, but they're going to move around. They won't all be in Ireland. The idea will be to alternate these with
CopyCon must be in Ireland.
No. It'll probably be in the east coast of the US. assuming that seems like a reasonable thing to do with our lives in about 2 years, and then we'll go somewhere else. We'll see. I don't know. Like, it might end up being, I don't know, maybe I'll make Will of Lands Unknown be my university contact and do it
I
over
was
there.
like, we're gonna make a will? What's like
No.
we've been talking about death too much.
The Will. Yeah. We'll see,
We're gonna have to do
It'll
it
just
in India.
depend.
SpecCon Delhi 2029.
I mean, if we know a university person there, you know what I'm saying?
Sorry,
Yeah.
it'd have to be a even year anyway. It'll be
Mhm.
CopyCon Delhi 2020.
Yeah, we get the even years and CopyCon gets the odd years. Yeah. Yeah, I mean, Dublin is a good international airport. It's relatively easy-ish to get to from the States, roughly. Tato and dragon meat only. Yeah, so we'll see. But, you know, this is the first attempt. The big thing is that we need to have a contact at a university system there, so that also limits where we can do it right now. So we'll kind of work through that and see. Yeah, that's true. We'll see. We'll see how it goes. But there'll be a fun announcement video tomorrow, and people can buy tickets if you want to go and meet us in person. Yeah.
Is this the first announcement with the speakers though?
I shared this in my Patreon Discord, and I gave it to the other speakers to share in their Patreon Discords, but I don't think that many of them have. I know Nikolai shared it.
Okay.
But I don't know if anyone else has shared it. Otherwise, this might be the reveal of the speakers. Ooh. Yeah. We'll see how things work out in 2 years, George, with that. Yeah, we'll see. Okay. That's all I have to share. I'll do my homework and buy plane tickets.
We can talk about death some more next week.
Yeah. Okay, brilliant. Probably have expected Canada because it might be Canada. I don't know. I do know someone in a university system in Canada, so Canada is also an option. So we'll see. But yeah, we should end this now. I should go say hi to my children. Okay. Goodbye.
Goodbye.
Goodbye. I'm so yappy. Where's the